Who's presenting?
Because when he comes in, we'll get up and greet him.
Yeah.
Which is when I'm going to have the potential. Yeah, I know. That's so good. Which is the. I think we must go when we do the initial greeting before we sit down. Okay.
What are we doing, Rob?
Are we live over there?
Everywhere.
Oh, am I live?
Yeah, you're live everywhere.
Everywhere. I want to be live everywhere. It's so cool. Oh shit, is that big? I'm just trying to put this thing onto my back.
Do you need your tripod or anything?
I was going to move around a little bit.
Can you put this on the back?
What do you envision? I can get the tripod.
Do you think she should move around? Or
I think maybe.
tripod?
That's great.
Up to you, Jess.
Is my sound good?
Can you guys just, the way that you're going to be speaking on the show, just give us a mic check on your speaking voice.
Okay, hey Grant, we're so excited to be here with you.
We're
With
so
that sort of-
excited to be here with you today.
That sort of volume.
Keep talking.
Okay, so we are going to get into it. We're going to do a 10x show to the max.
It's going to be absolutely freaking amazing, and we're testing the freaking sound.
Love that.
We are ready. We are pumped.
I can't really hook mine in here. Oh, this-
Okay, do you want me in the middle?
Can you do that?
Oh yeah, you need to be in the middle.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna be going left and right the whole
Would it
time.
be cool?
Huh?
We'll cloak you.
That's how they do peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
We will move with you.
Okay.
Is that alright?
We're doing this on the bikes.
Well, I could just
We're gonna
hold
have
it
to-
otherwise.
It's up to you if it's
Slide it
comfortable or
a
not.
little bit.
Because it's hanging.
Maybe I'll flip it off.
This camera's not on yet, so I'm
No,
not
you're
perfect.
You got it. Good, man.
Just remind myself that I get up.
Okay.
Yay.
We're a little bit nervous.
Oh, really?
Super excited.
Oh, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Alright, well, we just...
You don't need to be nervous about me. Is it Robert? Who's he being nervous about? Katie over there?
We're worried you're going to ultimate job interview us.
Dude, that.
We're on it.
Come on,
right
man.
there, man. We're right there.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, we don't want to forget something.
No, well, we wouldn't want to forget something. Is
Should
everyone
we do
rolling?
this after we officially start filming?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Are you guys good?
We
Yeah.
will do.
Grant, can you give me
I
a...
can tell you
Oh,
that.
mic check.
What you want to do when you come for?
I'll tell you.
What do you want out here? Is that Facebook?
There's live stream.
So we go
Okay.
Live,
I'm not
live,
getting-
Live, live.
I'm not getting any levels.
Was it two different Facebook pages?
Correct.
Yeah.
My page, Regan's page.
Yeah.
We have our
Why do y'all divide it?
audience.
Really? Do you?
Yeah.
Hey!
Throughout all our social,
How
yeah.
many people do you have on there right now?
Well, it's not going to be that many on the live stream.
Well, it's
But that's
middle of
like
the
that
night.
we're
It's
blasting
because of
it
the
out
time
to.
difference, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So it's
middle of the
40
night
40
in
on this
Australia.
one.
And we just-
But they'll all watch it.
Maybe I should do mine.
Yeah, of course you should do yours.
Gee.
We're going to be blasting it out to 50,000 Aussies
Yeah.
and other people, not just
You're
Australians.
excited anyway, figure on that.
Yeah.
We'll share it.
We only
We'll
go
share
from
it.
Australia.
Check
and
it
we'll
out,
share
though.
this.
Should be good.
So what am I going to call this? What should I call it?
What would you like to call it?
And then, well, I want to be sure your pages are on there too.
Okay, thank you. So, our show is called Celebrity Insider Secrets. And then
What do we call the interview though?
We're going to call it 10x to the max with Celebrity Insider Secrets.
Okay, Celebrity Insider Secrets. Is that a page?
No,
No, just needed to tag individual ones.
Okay, tag,
at Capital Australia, K-A-T,
K-A-T.
and then L-O-T, E-R,
E-R,
C-O,
Z-O.
yeah. It won't come up with your page that's marked, but I will.
Well, it's a
No,
fan page.
whatever.
Oh, there you go. There,
Yeah,
right
that's
here.
me, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And then Regan, yes, so
And,
R-E-G-A-N.
yeah,
And then H-I, double L. White.
Wow.
I'm not in there. I came after that happened.
Came up for a second or not.
So you're not real.
There it is.
No, I'm real. That's not real.
Yeah.
That's just a fake one.
All right, what else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about
We're going to talk about the real mindset of success,
okay.
Yeah.
what it takes to go all the way to
Money.
the top.
sex, and what else?
Lies.
And lies.
And rock and roll.
Money, sex, chocolate, lies.
Chocolate lies?
Money, sex, chocolate, lies.
What's the chocolate thing?
I don't know, but I've already got that domain name, so let's go with it, because we can use the domain name. I've got the domain name,
I
Mighty
don't
Sex
know if
Blood.
I don't know if we're gonna actually
Mighty
get
Sex
a
Blood.
shot, so.
Hey, can you sit down real quick so we can make sure our framing is okay?
Hey, you wanna put this down, we don't have one of our, they have, oh, go ahead, bro, you gonna do it?
I think that should be good, yeah.
You gotta kick it back though, we're gonna probably be too tight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move my chair a little so I can email you.
Can you put it on the chair? Or I can probably kick the camera back. It does zoom.
So is there anything in particular you want to share, or?
Who's your audience? Your audience is who?
Well, our audience are mostly Australia and New Zealand, but we are scattered
I know, but
everywhere.
what makes up the,
They're entrepreneurs. There's a mix of people like wanting to be entrepreneurs and starting out business, people that are really successful in business and already playing at a high level. So
Entrepreneurs, leaders,
Okay.
some artists and performers, essentially
Yeah.
anyone who identifies
Creators.
themselves as wanting to be in that 1% bracket,
Yeah.
wanting to
Oh,
dominate.
good, okay,
They're an
okay.
aggressive
Okay.
audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be aggressive with them.
Yeah.
See, they're not all in the shop.
Yeah, I know, yep, I got you.
We would love you to kick their ass,
Yeah.
and you can kick ours as well.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like they need to hear some of your hard truths, and
We're
some of them
pretty
don't know you
aggressive.
yet. So
Right, we want to take you to our audience. We have
Okay.
probably about 30-40% per hour in the US. But
You
the
think they're
rest
gonna be able
are-
to hear from back there, Robert? I
Yes.
can hear everything going on, sorry.
No, you're good. But we have a pretty aggressive confrontational tone.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, you can go crazy on this audience. They need to hear it,
Yeah.
and they enjoy it.
they need to hear mindset
All right,
as well.
okay, that's perfect.
Yeah, much
I
better.
like that.
Really, yeah.
We won't put you live.
Alright, let's go live because then I need to do something important.
Wait till
Man.
No, I'm
proud
trying to
of
wait.
that.
She's
That
like,
was
stand
good.
up,
All
points
down.
down.
We got a lot of
I'm
computers,
too
we
bad.
got computers
We
up
gotta
there.
stay with
Right.
that.
Everything.
Just don't touch it.
Just don't touch it.
There we go. This is
Alright.
Get rid of this now. Let's see if I can see.
Come on, man.
He's literally throwing gum in the studio.
All right,
I like
well,
that.
great to have you guys here, appreciate you.
Yeah, amazing to be here. So we have something
Well,
that
what
we
are you
hope
gonna
you're
do?
gonna like.
You're gonna kiss
You got
me?
That's why I insisted on sitting on it.
You got lens white?
Yes.
So,
Going around.
Robert, yeah, you let me know when you're hot, Robert.
Yeah, I just need to clean off
Take
the
a
screen.
Clean it up.
It's gonna be big.
What did I call you last week? I titled you something last week.
You titled me a lot of things, switches. You called me video geniuses.
No, but what was the other thing I called you? You liked it.
Oh, you called me like the Bohemian.
The Bohemian Man!
Yeah.
The Bohemian Man! That's perfect for these guys. I gotta get you guys stickers too. You gotta tell me what sticker you want, alright?
Oh, that was well,
They're all good, right?
I
We got
really like
yeah,
it.
that one's going straight out.
This is me.
Okay, that book's coming out.
Yeah.
Which one you want? That's yours.
Alright.
Fill the others full.
You want to ride?
Hey, you guys on Facebook, my friends up there. These are my new friends, Regan or
Regan. Oh.
and Kat. Regan and Kat, okay? They've come from Australia and New Zealand, actually like that.
Yeah.
And they came down here to interview me about sex. Yeah, chocolate. Gotta have chocolate before, during, and after sex. And what is that?
Money.
Lies, money, millionaire,
Rock and roll.
these guys, rock and roll, Prince.
There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And
Yeah.
we have something that we're going to do. I might say two grab. Two grab.
Okay.
Can we go? Are we,
Yeah.
I'm live. You're
Alright,
whenever you're ready. Take it off.
We don't want to forget important things.
Well, we
so
just want to fit in.
we want to fit in, so we brought our hats, obviously.
Oh, good. That's
Obviously.
awesome.
We're all over it.
Awesome.
Wait. We don't want to forget.
No.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
I hope you're going to like this.
Okay.
We got you a special hat.
Man, dude.
We thought you needed to
We got you-
up-level a little
We
bit.
got you the gangster
Look
yo
at this.
hustler
Look
hat
at this, huh?
because we wanted to gangster it up in here a little bit.
Cool.
All right, you like it? It's
I got
very
it.
It's
clean.
you.
It's very
I
clean.
love this. I love this. Okay.
He's like, okay.
Elena's gonna love this even
I'm
more.
not sure if it'll work, but I like it.
Elena's gonna love this even more. I know she's gonna be wearing this.
It's awesome. We cleaned it up for you.
Well, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
We are prepared. We are ready, and this is a huge huge big deal to us, and it's a huge big deal to our audience, obviously, as well. And so we want to bring some 10x energy. We were just saying to you before we went live, our audience is ready for an ass kicking, and they are ready to be 10x. And so we want to get stuck straight in and talk about what it really takes to go all the way to the top, because I think that's what a lot of people want to hear.
I wish I knew what it takes to go all the way to the top.
Well, let's talk about how you're taking it there. Your mindset is one of absolute determination and focus. You have multiple successful companies, an extremely loyal, obsessed audience, of which we count ourselves among that circle. And people are trying to get inside your head, and people are trying to get inside your strategy. And one of the questions we want to know is, well, is it starting from up here, or is it starting from what you're doing from an action-taking point of view?
Man, that's a great question. Where does it take place? I mean, I think it changed. You know, like when I was 25, it was like action. It was just like, I mean, I was trying to fix my life. I was trying to repair the damage I had done in my own life and with my reputation and my sense of self. But also, dude, I was scared to stop. I mean, boredom has always been a big deal for me. Like, if I'm bored, I'm in trouble. If I slow down, I'm in trouble. If I have too much time off, I get in trouble. Every time in my life I've ever had a problem, it was because boredom preceded it, okay? It's like fights, drugs, the wrong women, even chocolate. I'm bored. Right? And I think that, you know, I think we live in a society now around the world, and I've been lucky enough to visit both Australia and New Zealand and all over the world. And dude, boredom is not good for anybody. It's just not good. Nothing's produced with boredom. I mean, look, Prince died this weekend. I guarantee you boredom had something to do with those drugs he was banging on. You know?
Yes.
And the artists, and I know a lot of your audience is artists and entrepreneurs, they're creative. I think that I'm actually an artist. I'm an artist trapped in the body of a businessman.
Oh, I love that. Okay. That is a cool reveal. That's an awesome reveal.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's so cool. And I know we really resonate with that. We actually say that all the time to each other. But I want to know, you know, our audience, Australia, New Zealand predominantly, some of them don't know you. You know, that may hurt, but they don't know you.
They've heard us.
We've been like over the last few weeks, like, right, we know Grant, so they kind of know you now. But tell them, like, why do they need to know you? What makes you stand out? What makes you different? Sell yourself.
We'd love you to sell yourself.
Well, you need to know me, because I'll just tell you right now, your life depends. Your life, your finances, your family, I'm not talking about your immediate family, I'm talking about mom, dad, uncle, cousins, anybody you love, they need my information. And I am probably the only person, I don't know anybody remotely in the neighborhood is speaking about what I'm talking about. Really what I'm talking about every day is not business. I'm talking about, look, you need a lot of money. Nobody's talking about this. I mean, I got a couple of contemporaries that compete at a level that I'm playing at. Their message is different. It is about success in some manner, shape, or form. Some of it's about motivation. But what I'm telling people is, like, you don't have a choice anymore. You need money, and you need lots of money. $1 million is the new middle class, planetarily. Okay, not just in America, Australia, New Zealand. You need a lot of money, man. You guys are getting inflated on down there. Cost of land in New Zealand, Australia has gone out of the freaking roof. Right? Grocery stores are expensive to visit. Things are scarce. Things that you depend on every day are becoming more and more scarce and more expensive. So people need freaking banking. I'm the only guy telling people, you need to get rich now. So you got a choice. Get rich or be a bitch.
Love it.
Okay, you want to cry. I don't mean bitch like lady bitch. I'm talking about being a whiner, a wanker, a baby cry. You know, you're bitching all the time. You're bitching. That's the choices. You have two choices today. It is either suffer with the mass number of people on this planet, or get your financial gain in such a sick, beautiful position that it can't be disrupted. And that's my goal. My goal in my life today is to get my financial situation in an indestructible position. And people have done that, so I know I can.
So that actually leads straight into what I wanted to ask you about, what drives you to create the level of wealth. Because obviously you're talking about millionaire as the new middle class. So the level of wealth you're going for is clearly well beyond that already. So what is it from within that drives you to go that high?
Because I think enough of myself to get what I know is survival. So my definition's correct. And most people's definition just simply is not correct. Most people go to work to make, there's even sayings, I'm going to go to work to work. Well, I was 25 years old. I'm like, I'm not going to work to work. I'm going to work to prosper. The only reason I showed up this morning was to prosper. I want to prosper with my family, with love, not just money, okay? I just need money. Money's the thing I need every time I turn around, left, right, look this way.
Yeah.
I look at your little stands. I'm like, oh, those are going to cost money. I need some money. I didn't have them in my budget.
They're really good
right?
stands.
Now I got these new hats. I'm like, I got to go make some of these. I need money. When I go to the store and I say, hey, I need freaking this thing, they're going to be like, dude, it costs this much money. I'm like, that's kind of ridiculous. Then I need some skills to go get money from other people because there's no reason to make these if I can't sell these.
Yeah.
So I think what's driving me is I understand actually what it takes. I was brought up poor middle class. I don't know what that means in your country, but I think it means the same thing.
Same.
And we never had enough. We never had enough to feel freedom. We had just enough to be grateful that we weren't starving somewhere in Pakistan, but not enough to not worry all the time. So every time we went to the store, I watched my mom worry. And I grew up with that from the age of 10 years old until I was probably 50, 51 years old when we went through that big recession here in the United States. I suffered for 40 years of never having enough. And now I want to create enough for myself and my family to take care of us in the proper fashion.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
That's doing fine style. So I'm curious, can anyone do it? There are a lot of people out there right now going, I want to become a millionaire, I want to be successful, I want to be in this freedom lifestyle. Can anyone do it? Like, is it born? Is it bred? Like, is it learned? Like, what do you think?
I think it's definitely learned. I don't think it's. I think it's learned. First of all, I think it's innate in all of us to have freedom. The fact that you live on a planet that needs money, we're an economic planet. So the fact that you wake up one day and like, you're 6 years old and you're like, Mama, I want some money. Mama, my kids came to me. Hey, we're going to the dollar store. Can I have some money? Yeah, they already know it. 4 and 5 years old. So, do I think anybody can be a multimillionaire? Or no, I don't think anybody can do it. The reason they can't do it is because of misinformation. Anybody with the right information can do it. Okay?
Is it information or is it work ethic as well?
Well, I think it's information because if you understood the plight of the situation, if you actually had the proper information, you'd be motivated to go do it. So you would understand. Hey man, it'd be like being hungry. Like you're hungry in the morning. What? You find food, don't you?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not some people find food.
So then it's almost like if you want it badly enough. So do you feel that some people are born with that inside of them where they're just like
do you want it badly enough to leave wherever you are? To leave your family, to leave your mommy, to leave the safety, to leave your village, to leave, because I know some of you are thinking, well, no, there's some guy in Afghanistan today or in Pakistan that can't leave. Yeah, he can leave. He can leave. Then when he gets freaking under the threat, big enough, bad enough, Jungle Book boy left.
Right.
Did you see the Jungle Book?
Yeah.
He left.
Yeah.
He left. He didn't want to leave. He's like, I want to stay in the jungle, man. Because he didn't want to go be with the people. But look, when the threat is big enough, okay, you will leave. And for thousands of years, I think we've just been told, don't leave. Back even to the time when we were told land, the planet's flat, and if you leave, the myth was, if you leave, you're going to fall off.
Right. So if you leave, you're not safe.
Yeah, but today you need to leave.
Yeah.
You guys needed to come to Miami to have this experience. Now you have this experience worth more than the money you spent to get it,
Totally.
right?
Yeah.
Because nobody can ever take that. Nobody can take experience away from you.
So would you say that need to leave and like that pressure basically, would you say that outweighs lack of information? Which one's more important?
I think people, look, knowledge is power, right?
Right.
So the problem is, if that's true and you're trapped, then you have the wrong knowledge. It's not a lack of motivation. It's not that you don't have the energy. It's not that you do. You got the wrong data. You are imprisoned by your mind. So you're like, I'm good making 60 grand. I'm fine. I got my little girl going to school over here. The lies people tell themselves are freaking cray, okay? So watch. I got my little 5-year-old going to school. She's got her friends. Dude, we're talking freedom. We're not talking about your kid's friends at school, and she's going to cry about them one day, right? She's going to cry about them, what, 2 days, 3 days? I don't care if she cries for 3 months.
Yeah.
So people have the wrong data, man. You guys are thinking it's a choice. It's not a choice. Money is not a choice. And lots of money is not a choice. And by the way, there's plenty of it. So you could have, I could give you $1 billion today. I can't personally give you $1 billion. I could give you $1 billion. Okay, look at the haircut. Just gonna touch it. And I've been wanting to do that to my head. And I could get $10 billion, and nobody would even write like $12 billion was redistributed in the global system today. Nobody would even know an event took place. So there's plenty of money. So I would say it's knowledge. People need to literally. They need a brainwash. People need to be brainwashed. They need their brain scrubbed.
They need to bring it up. Well, that's why they had show.
That's why let's got rid of some of it.
Step at a time.
I love it. So Grant, so much of our audience, they're really focused on building personal brands and the concept of, if I truly step into my power and be me and, share my knowledge and experience with the world, then that will massively pay off. And getting into that space where it is just an extension of you, I want to hear about your work-life balance. Like, do you ever switch off? Do you ever stop?
Well, we've seen him in the spa.
I have the answer.
I did. I seen you in the shower this morning.
Regan takes her laptop in the shower.
So the question is what? Work-life
balance. Like, is it a thing? I mean, there's a lot of people where it's like, no, you just have to hustle, or it's just you and it never stops.
Well, first of all, I think the hustle is being overplayed right now. I think the whole hustle, I don't even know what that actually means.
Or what does it mean to you?
Well, I don't know. When I hear it, I'm like, okay, well, what am I, a squirrel running around a tree? Running around. Dude, I want to monetize. I don't want to hustle. Okay, it goes back to go to work. I don't want to go to work.
So what's the meaning behind this?
It means to keep your hustle young.
Okay.
It means to keep the hustle young.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh. Okay. But notice what it says on the back. What's it say on the back? No, turn around.
We can't see
It
it.
says who's got my money. Okay.
So it's intentional hustle.
Dude, what am I going for? I don't want to just run around. You got people running around freaking wearing and stuff. Dude, what do I want? And you also have people telling you can't monetize. It's not true. If you have something valuable, I do not need to be in the marketplace for 5 years to monetize. I don't need to be there for 3 years. I don't need to pay the price every day and not say, hey, give me the money. Give me some money. In fact, if you have something valuable, like we do these for free. If you go to grantcardone.com/sticker, they're a free sticker. You get one sticker for free. I'll give you one for
I got
free.
an obsessed one.
And then what we do is we create a whole bunch of other ones and people can buy them. You can or you can't. I don't care, dude. I can send them to everybody, but I'm like, you pay the shipping, I'll give it to you for free. Now I had a guy from the UK say, shipping on that thing is $40. I'm like, dude, then leave it in the freaking box, dude. Don't get it. But there's enough people. You need to monetize. So I would say hustle, connect these two things together. I need money. I need money for my business to grow. I need money for my family. I need money to eat. I need money to run a studio, right? Okay, now I got this hustle thing. I'm going out to get money. My life balance is this. I wake up in the morning, I do my life. Work, career. I'd like to be famous. I'd like to be rich. I'd like to buy a couple cars that I don't need. I'd like to get a new plane. I want my kids to go to the best schools. I want to take them out of school when I want to and tell the schools, hey, I'm taking them out. Flunk them if you need to. Dude, we're going around the world. Whatever, right? So I want that kind of freedom, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. So my hustle is very driven to a point. And if that means I blow Saturdays and Sundays and Friday nights and I'm not getting drunk, I mean, I don't use drugs. I rarely drink more than a couple glasses of wine. I just don't waste a lot of energy. And when I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it with the goal of monetizing some future idea I have in my head.
We have a ton of people in our audience who are at a point where they feel absolutely certain that they're going to blow up, and they're so freaking committed to that, and they're putting the work in, and they're also not there though, obviously. And you've spoken several times about having two critical points in your life where things expanded. In your 20s and then again in your 40s. Just love to hear a little bit more about that, and particularly the more recent time where you're already playing at a level, and then you talk about I had some shifts and things basically blew up.
Well, when I was 20, when I was in my, I mean, I've had a lot of these big transitions in my life, The one I talked about that you're thinking of is when I was 25, and it was just, I had to. I mean, if I didn't have this shift, I wouldn't be here today. I'd have died before my 25th birthday. So I had to have the shift. It was not a choice. I had to have this shift. And, I'm glad I did. Now that shift was not as difficult as when I'm 45 years old and I got 3 businesses, I got a bank account, I got a couple bank accounts, I got money, I got cars, I got stuff paid for, dude, that shit was really a lot harder.
That's interesting.
Because I had money. Because you get soft, okay? You get soft. You're like, I got the belt.
Right.
You know, and now it's like, what's the new reason?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so I wasn't flying private, and it wasn't about flying private really. But I wasn't a best-selling author yet. I hadn't written any books. You know, I don't know. I think you just got to find a new
So you got hungry. You thought you got.
Yeah. Well, what happened was, you know, really it happened when I was 51. The economy busted.
Right.
And when the economy busted, I realized it shattered this illusion that I had that I was all right.
Interesting.
Because really what I was is I was just upper middle class.
Right.
And I was still scared. Like if you've ever known somebody that they died and they had $1 million, and when they went and found out he had $1 million, everybody's like, nobody ever knew he had any money.
Yeah.
Because he never acted like he had any.
Right.
Because he wasn't rich. He had a bunch of money, but he wasn't rich. He wasn't free to do whatever he wanted to do. So he was a miser his whole life. That's another just form of being trapped. So when I was 51, it was just like, okay, I have to blow up now because I'm not protected. And I think that we live in a time globally, particularly a global economic time, where things are so like precarious and dangerous, actually very dangerous economically for the whole planet, that people are in much more trouble every day than they think. I operate best when I'm under a threat, probably like the Jungle Book boy. What was his name?
Mowgli.
Mowgli, yeah. You know, I dig the panther and the tiger and the freaking the elephants, and like, dude, I'm on my toes,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
I think people should really wake up to like, you know, why are you just getting by, man? You know, why when you go to the grocery store, when you pick up a package and you're like $30 and you got to put it back? Nobody on this planet should have to do that.
Yeah.
If you were born poor, that's one thing. If you stay poor,
Yeah. It's totally your fault.
poor in money, poor in love, poor in friends, the right friends, poor in social status on all the mechanisms and mediums, and you guys know so much about it.
It's awesome. So if someone's listening in right now and they're like, I totally get it. Oh my God, I need to be playing at a bigger game. And they
Yeah.
get that it's going to start internally with their mindset, right?
Yeah.
Where do they start? What do they do? Like, what would you recommend someone does to accelerate their money mindset?
Dude, start investing in yourself, you know. So you gotta, you know, before you're gonna have net worth, you gotta have some self-worth, you know. And so where I started was I just started investing in me. I was broke at 25. I owed money to the government, and you have governments, not where you guys.
Pretend ones.
And I'd gone to school and borrowed money, and the last thing I wanted to do was take out more debt. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I need to borrow some money. I was broke, dude. So I kept saying, I'm broke. And my uncle said, hey, bro, you never broke. As long as you can take action, as long as you believe in yourself, okay? Broke is one thing. Financially, you can be broke, but quit telling the whole world that you're broke in every way, because I wasn't. My determination was there. I wanted to do well. He's like, if you got dreams, man, you got dreams, you got commitment, you got action, you're not broke. And I was like, okay, I'm borrow that money. I borrowed $3,000 from my mom. I bought a program, a $3,000 program. It was a set of videos, and I watched those videos. I think because I spent that freaking money.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to pay for these videos. I got to pay my mom. So I just watched those, and ever
How old
since
were you then?
I was 25, and my net worth has improved substantially when I, you know, invest in my self worth. And that is, I still invest in myself today. It's not $3,000 now. It's $300,000.
Yeah.
So what do you invest in? What's your current learning and your development for yourself?
Man, if I can grab something that develops me spiritually as a spiritual, like if I can operate like an immortal, like I'm immortal, then I'm dangerous. And if you can't kill me, I'm dangerous. If you can't hurt me, if you can't do anything to me, like if I can get my spiritual condition in that kind of shape, you know. See, different than I was telling somebody yesterday, I'm like, different than the agnostic or the atheist. The atheist doesn't believe. He believes there's no God. He believes. He don't know for sure. He believes. And the Christian believes there is a God.
Yeah.
You see, I know. Dude, when you know, you're dangerous.
So your elevation is on the inside.
Dude, totally. Like,
And that's what it is.
what do I need to help, man? What do I need? It's not enough to say, oh, people are starving of water and food, and oh my God, you went and bought a Rolls Royce, and you should be helping people. You don't know if I'm helping people or not, man.
Yeah.
How do you know I'm not helping people, by the way? By the way, me buying that freaking car helps some people.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's right.
And not to mention I'm doing some other stuff, so quit thinking so little when you see a guy flying private, you're like, he should take that money. You don't know what he's doing. The people that are flying private are helping people.
Yeah.
So quit being a hater. You know, quit being a hater. You guys got haters down there?
Yeah, we got some haters.
You
Yeah.
need them. You need lots of haters.
We're fine with it. We welcome
Yeah.
them, and
We embrace them.
We
Sometimes
sometimes
we end up
engage.
being our biggest fans after
Yeah.
a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? Like how? And
Dude,
maybe
I-
not so much now, but like in the past.
Oh no, I got more haters now than we've ever had.
Yeah, but I think you can handle them a little bit better now.
Well, yeah, certainly. So I had a guy tell me, well, I was in Vegas. I was flying out of Vegas, and he told me my plane was over. And this guy probably makes $25 million a year.
Yeah.
And I was at the casino. He's like, you know that Gulfstream you bought? That's a really ugly plane. See, that's a hate, dude. Hate comes from all levels, man.
Yeah.
It comes from all levels. It's envy. It's totally hate, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, you know, that's really interesting. You see that? That's interesting. Nobody's ever said my plane was ugly. Oh, by the way, mostly because it can't be seen at 44,000. You know?
Yeah.
So whatever, dude. I mean, I understand the hater. The hater is basically saying more about themselves than they are about me.
Right.
So it's like almost like don't even respond, dude. It's just dumb.
So you just completely.
And by the way,
understand.
this guy's a friend of mine.
Oh.
So it's a
Right.
friend
More relevant.
Hey,
that just kind of fell off for a second. I mean, it's not permanent. He's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
He just had a stupid moment. He slipped, and so I think anybody has that moment where
And now he's on live stream with like 10 phones.
he's also the same guy that said to me, he's like, I had to block you on Facebook because you post too much. I'm like, dude, Facebook ain't for you, bro. It's for the people. It's for the people that want this every day. You know, it's not for everybody, including some of my best friends.
We did say we were going to talk about lies. What do you think is the biggest lie that people are telling themselves when it comes to wealth and growth?
Yeah, there's so many. It's the list. We ought to just do a list. I don't have time.
Okay.
I don't have time. Money won't make me happy.
Yeah.
I need friends. You don't need the same friends. People should not have the same friends. If you got the same friends you've had your whole life, you're not even a friend of yourself anymore. You guys need new friends. Everybody needs new friends. So I would tell you the lies are so unbelievable. You know, I just want to be happy.
Yeah.
What I don't even know what that means. I mean, do you see a sticker that says I just want to be happy? There ain't no sticker. That means it's not true. So, you know, I hate sales. I'm not a salesman. Those are all lies, okay? I can't, not everybody can be rich. That's a lie. Everybody can be rich.
Yeah.
Okay, in fact, everybody should be rich. The fact that some people gave up on it has nothing to do with you.
So it's almost like a responsibility, wealth creation.
I think it is. I think it
Yeah.
totally is a duty. I think it's success is my duty.
Okay.
Success is my duty. It's my duty. It's not a
Yeah.
choice. And if you
Yeah.
keep playing like this is a choice, you know, or how about this one? It takes money to make money. Do y'all have that one down there?
Yeah. we have
It does
that.
not. It's not even true. Like if you look up the numbers, 82% of all millionaires made this year on planet Earth are first generational. They didn't
Yeah.
come from money. That means they didn't have any money. They
Money out of nothing. Like
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. Out of
Well,
nothing.
money come up here.
out of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got an idea.
Okay, good. You can tell us?
No, I mean,
What is it?
it's just an idea. All this just started out as an idea. I'll tell you, the
Yeah.
studio, the studio, I came out of an interview with Fox TV one day, and I was pitching this book, Sell or Be Sold. And I was on Neil Capito's show, and I'm like, hey man, this book will help you. He's like, what a shameless plug. Were you here, Robert, when I did this?
Mm-hmm.
What a shameless plug, Grant. That's a shameless plug. I'm like, dude, the only reason I came on here was to plug the book.
Yeah.
Okay. Came back here, told Sherry, I said, let's have our own studio. That'll never happen to me again. So I can talk about my books, my hats, my stickers, my stuff, whatever I want to talk about without anybody censoring me or making me
Yeah.
wrong. So there's one guy that comes back and is upset about it. There's another person that says, hey, I got an idea. That was an idea. He gave me an idea, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
Creative mindset.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
let's chat on environment because I'm really curious. I think a lot of people are around potentially negative or toxic people, or they may be in an okay environment and they might consider themselves maybe quite successful in that environment, but is that suitable for their growth? Do they need to be pushing through? So how do you think someone changes their environment? Have you had to work on your environment?
Yeah,
Like, what's the idea?
sure. I think people, I don't think people should worry about getting rid of people. I think you need to figure out how to add people.
Nice.
And if you just keep adding people, you're going to find time with those negative people, maybe your mom or your dad or your brother or whoever. Dude, he's not coming with you. Just because they're blood doesn't mean they're going to go
Right.
up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're moving up and they're not. Well, you shouldn't have to tell them, I don't like you. I shouldn't have to handle it. So when my brother, or not my brother, but when that person calls and says, hey, can we hang out this weekend? Dude, I'd love to, but man, I'm going to St. Bart's with Richard Branson this weekend. Okay.
Man.
Yeah. So you see, I shouldn't have to handle him. I should be going some other place. And I think people should change their environment. You should improve your environment. It was the reference I made earlier to, you should not have the same friends your whole life. I'm getting ready to have my 40th high school graduation, and somebody told my sister, they're like, is he going to come? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm sure he wants to. And she's thinking the whole time, he ain't coming.
Helicopter drop.
And I'm not going. Man, I'll tell you right now, I'm not going because I don't want to talk about what happened 40 years ago, dude. I want to talk about what am I going to leave. I don't care about Miss Gardner that taught me typewriting 40 years ago. I love Miss Gardner. I don't think she was hot, man. She was hot. She was hot and typing. I remember typing like, oh, I want to type.
There you go.
I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that. Oh, I'm gonna hit that. Oh, she needs a good hit.
They're commenting right now on the live stream.
But dude, that was 40 years ago. I don't want to be with her today.
Yeah.
Okay,
So how do people
that ain't
change
no
their
good
environment?
anymore.
If you're saying add people, like
That
how
thing's
do
out of
they
ink.
add people?
That thing's out of ink.
He's up on a whole nother
It's still a good typewriter.
Bring it back.
How do you add people? If they're like, yeah, all right, I'll add people to my environment. How do they do that?
Oh, you guys got to reach up. You got to reach up. You got to go meet new people. You got to make new. I'm gonna go hang out with Steve Harvey Wednesday. You got to reach up.
Yeah.
Reach up and figure out, hey, how do I hang out? Who do I want in my environment? Who's on my target list? You guys got bucket lists? Man, you need a people list. Who? There you go. So you guys made it happen, right?
Yeah.
So who do I want to be part of my network? I'll never forget you guys coming in here.
Thank you.
You guys hang
And the
out.
hat.
With the hat?
Come back to Miami. With more hats.
The glitter.
So good.
Let's kill this on Facebook. You guys are awesome. You guys got any questions on Facebook from
Yeah,
our
what's
friends
the
right
idea?
here?
Let's
Huh?
ask some questions.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, because it could take a second for them to get to that.
Okay, so what's the next big thing then? Like you're talking about people elevating up and reaching up. What are you reaching up towards right now? What can you share?
Well, I would like to. A lot of things. I got a book that's coming out in October. I can't wait to not have to worry about the finishing touches on that book.
Yeah.
And then when a book finishes for me, when it finishes for the publisher and when it finishes for me are two different things. So like the book keeps cooking to me, and then I'll have a bunch of other product come out of that book. I'm trying to build out my real estate portfolio. I think we're about to go through a massive economic recession. Most people don't want to hear this, but I think we're about to go through another very, very big recession here in America for sure, which will affect the rest of the world. And so I'm kind of just collecting gunpowder right now, cash, so I can go in there and just like take advantage of the situation. What else is going on? I'm trying to sell a TV show right now. I want to be on the side of buses.
Awesome. I did say that.
And look, if you look at me, I mean, the one thing that's different about me as a lot of guys in this space, I have so many products.
Yeah, I love your product line.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you're out there with the physical products as well representing.
Yeah, dude, we got $1 products, $5 products, $10 products, $10,000 products, $100,000 products. We sold a $800,000 contract last week. So to create that much product, like you better know your game. Okay?
This is definitely a good question for our audience right now. Where's the best place for them to start? if they want to come in, they should get a book. They should
Yeah.
check out a university.
Yeah. I mean, what do you need help with? I don't know whether it's, calling people, make if you're an artist, I mean, you got to know how to make calls. I mean, I got a friend of mine going into Nashville right now. Her graduating class had to read Sell or Be Sold. She's an artist. She's going to Nashville. She got what she needed out of this one chapter in this book to go write music in Nashville. So what do people need? I mean, it just depends on what you need. I mean, there's so much content I have that.
So go check it out.
GrantCardone.com, CardoneU.com. I mean, Twitter, Snapchat.
Get the live streams happening.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of free content. 80% of what I do is free.
Right, I was about to ask about that because I really want to honor that because there is so much free content and it's so high quality. There's a lot of people I find out there going, oh, I can't get away by this stuff. Like, what's your mentality behind that?
Then you don't. Hey guys, thanks a lot on Facebook. Appreciate you guys. Then you guys that don't want to give away your best stuff, it's because you copied somebody else's stuff.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I'm just telling you.
It's a scarcity mindset, right?
Dude, totally. Like if you're in create, okay. Now, there's a lot of people out there saying they're producing a lot of content. Just doing another video is not content. That's not content. Okay, content. Video, just pushing video out is a trigger, right? You're trying to grab people's attention. You're trying to get their attention. The content should be a product that actually lays out what somebody can learn. Okay, these are gimmicks. These little things are gimmicks right here. The stickers are gimmicks. Okay, when you get into a book, dude, and you actually, some books are gimmicks and some books have data, content.
Yeah.
This book is a sales book. This book, 100 years from now, people will be reading this book, okay? Because it's actually specifically, my first New York Times bestseller, if you're not first, you're last, strategically, is a better book than this. I don't know if we have it. Closer Survival Guide, very strategic book on closing and negotiating. The 10X Rule was a much bigger kind of thinking book that changed people's thinking. Cardone University is 1,500 segments of content laid out in a particular way. That's content, really content rich. Doing a stream, talking about whatever we're talking about. Some are valuable, some aren't. Some are just for fun. I do them. I do probably 10 streams a week. Some of them are just shooting the shit, hanging out, smoking a cigar.
But those are the ones where people connect with you, and then they're going to be more likely to follow you. And I would say that's part of the reason I started following you more and more was getting really hooked on the live streams. I was already done with content and books, but the live streams, I mean, you're right there in front of me every time I'm sprinting.
Yeah.
It shows up. I'm like, I'm going faster.
Yeah, and your knowledge.
I always go straight to your page,
Yeah.
straight to your live streams when I'm doing my sprints.
Yeah. So are you creating content daily? Like, do you have a daily content strategy? Do you do it in like one hit? Like, how does that work?
That's a great question. Actually, it makes me think of something, but it makes me think of a new thing. But most of the time what we're doing is we're serving some kind of need. So, how do I answer that question, man? It's kind of a complicated question because what we do is we find out what we're missing.
Right.
So, for instance, we're running a national ad campaign. Look, all action should like open you up to something else, right? And so when you start committing to actions that are bigger than you, you're going to be like, oh my God, man, I have this void.
Yeah.
The Spanish market is a void for us. I fill it in with translation. Oh, the Chinese market. Okay. All of a sudden we were like, oh my God, we didn't serve any of these people, and my goal is to reach 7 billion people. So that's one thing. But there's other things that we do. We're running this national ad campaign. We're spending we'll spend probably $50,000 a week on this campaign, and then I'm like, okay, when they hit it, when they become interested, where do they go? Oh, we don't have that yet. Right. Okay, and then that creates another problem. So you just got to, I'm always gluing in the gaps, and while you're gluing in the gaps, you need to monetize. Yeah. Don't wait. Okay, this is where it becomes content valuable for people. Don't wait to have it perfect to monetize. Yeah. You can monetize right now.
Absolutely. So what's your favorite form of content? Like what's a daily must for you? Like if there's something you're going to do every day from a content or a value point of view as far as
I don't to create
new content.
Well, I don't create content every day. Do I, Rob? Yeah, you do. I've got, like I'm on this monetization kick right now because I'll see people talk about, you should monetize.
Who's saying that, by the way?
Yeah, you should.
Broke people.
No. Well, or people that are in position not to monetize.
Right.
And they got a different game because they got a different customer. They got somebody
Yeah.
funding them as an investor.
Right.
And then the comment was, oh, just give, and give, and sooner or later, what, dude?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you're giving and you're doing it in a value-based way, then they want that next step, right?
Yeah, and it's not fair to you. It's
Right.
not fair to my audience not to let them buy something from me.
Yeah.
I think it's
Exactly.
unfair.
Exactly.
Just-
They need the next step. You're
I
doing that.
want to be in a relationship with. I want to buy things.
Yeah.
I don't want to not buy things.
Mhm.
You know, I want to give people. I don't want it for free.
Well, it's kind of selfish if you didn't offer people that next step, because then you're holding your own knowledge and information to yourself
Yeah.
instead of impacting others with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the idea is, you just give everything. You just keep giving,
Just keep
and then
giving,
all of a sudden
and
you're going to get an endorsement deal or something.
Somehow
Okay,
somebody
well,
will send money to your house.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most people, I think that this person is a little out of touch with people have bills to pay.
Yeah.
You know, and I have bills to pay, and I have staff, and I have,
Yeah.
you know, things that have to be paid for. So
Right.
But it also it crosses over into something that comes up a lot in our audience, which is essentially people feeling that they have value to give and they've done the education and they have the results in their lives, but then they feel basically that they're being inappropriate, or they people are
Yeah.
going to think they're not good enough, or who are you to be saying that?
Yeah.
So this thing of like permission to stand up and essentially be like, hey, I'm good enough, and even okay, when how we ended up here, I initially tagged you on a live stream, and you said, okay, let me know when you guys are blowing up. And Regan came in and said, no, we're blowing up right now.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Sure, Grant. Yeah.
And that was the start. I mean, that was the first step in this, in how we've ended up
Yeah.
here. And most people are flat out not going to do that,
Yeah.
regardless of the level they're at. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I'll leave.
Yeah.
No, I think that goes back then to that other thing about why, you know, what's causing you to say I have to do this,
Right.
and
How about you want
and operating out of necessity. I operate out of necessity every day. Every day I'm waking up. I have to do something today, like this.
Yeah.
This drive. I've built this muscle, this drive, like you know. I started working in Pilates, and then I'm like, I didn't even know I had a core. They kept saying a core. I'm like, what the hell you done? That's my stomach. Another core. And then one day I felt it. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Well, see, I have this discipline muscle that I'm like, I
Yes.
gotta go get something. And you can build and grow that just like you can a core or a bicep or anything else. So.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm really curious, where do you think social media is heading? Like, obviously, you're all over everywhere, which is amazing. You're on all the platforms
Yeah.
constantly. Where do you think it's going to be in, say, 10 years' time? Is there a predominant platform where you're like, this is where it's headed?
I don't think there's a predominant platform. I think that, you know, I'm going to be what will, you know, most of them are going to go away. They won't even exist. You know, just use whatever you can while you can, man.
Right.
Keep showing up.
Yeah.
Just use it, just beat it up, because it is, you know, it's not going to be around as long as you will. I just beat them all up. I don't know how long they're going to be around. Meerkat, gone.
Yeah.
Catch, gone. Wave, never even made it out of the box. What else didn't make it? Give me my phone call.
Meerkat, we said
Meerkat, I said, you know.
Yeah.
Twitter, I mean, I don't even know what Twitter's going to make.
Yeah.
You know, Snapchat, I don't know whether it's going to make it or not. 3 weeks ago, I wasn't even using Snapchat,
Yeah.
and
Do you like it? Are you using it?
I'm getting like every day. I'm getting like a couple 100,000 video views a day. It's like ridiculous. I'm talking, you know, unbelievable numbers. Videos every day. I love it. I'm probably doing. I don't even know how much I'm doing every day.
So what's your discipline?
I don't know what I'm doing. Most of the time, I don't know what I'm doing. Discipline?
What's your
Yeah.
What's your
I don't know
discipline?
what I'm doing.
Okay. What's like your morning routine or success routine or stuff for you that
I
like
wake up and I complain. First thing I do is, God damn it. My knees hurt this morning. My knees hurt.
Yeah.
I gotta take a leak. I hate that.
And then after
Waste of
that,
time.
and then you just roll straight in here.
Then I'm like, let me go lay down again. You know, hey, I get up the same way. I'm a little lost, a little confused, a little like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you know. I mean, I don't know if everybody wakes up like that. I know that's how I wake up. I don't wake up clear purpose, like, oh shit, today's the day, and I don't know, man. And then what I do is I force myself into the car. I drive to the office.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm here, man.
Yeah.
And then I start looking, okay, what's happening on this planet? You know, too many people going to college, coming out with nothing except debt. Too many people going to jobs, say, hey, you know, too many people going to jobs and being average. Too many people in relationships that freaking suck, you know? And because nobody said, dude, look, either make it great or go somewhere where you can make it great. You need to make it great because, you know, I'm not perfect, you're not perfect. Make it great because nothing else feels good.
Totally.
You know?
Totally.
Fly first class.
Yeah.
You know?
And eventually
You know,
private.
have the money where you, huh?
And eventually private.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
nice.
you know, go live life the way you want to live it, man.
Yeah.
Have some money. I mean, anybody that says, some people are going to watch this and say, he talked about money too much. You ain't got any of that. That's the only one, because I've been there. I used to say the same thing. I don't need all that. Yeah, you don't need a first class seat until you sit, until you fly from freaking LA to Australia between two fat people. I'm talking about obese. I'm
Yeah.
talking about laying over the seats fat,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And you're in the middle for freaking 17 hours. Then, right about this time, you'll be like, how much money do I need to give to go get that freaking layup? Huh?
It just comes back to how bad you want it.
How bad you want it?
Yeah.
Well, you should have had that seat. You should have already gotten that seat. Everybody's done that before. Everybody's had that last minute moment at a ball game where you're like, damn, why not buy the good seats?
Right.
You should. Everybody should buy the good seats. There's plenty of money. People that are not as smart as you, don't look as good as you, don't have it. Dude, they did it. And that's what inspires me. I'm like, man, they did it. Why shouldn't I have good seats?
Yeah. So you think people are majoritively driven by pain, right? Fear and pain. From what you're saying, like sitting in the seat, it's like, oh, it's so painful now. I want to get into the better seat rather than like aspiring to get in the good seat.
I think I think, you know, I think it's how do you look at what you deserve though, like, you know.
Which is the permission thing again. Like, am I good enough? Can I do that? Can I have that?
Yeah,
Am I allowed?
or do you have somebody around you telling you you don't need all that?
Yeah.
So who tells you that?
Wrong environment.
Yeah.
So it's like all tying back in. Self-worth, net worth, environment.
Yeah, exactly. I go to the store. Do I want the best food they have there? Do I want the organic food? You know, well, dude, if you want the organic food, it costs money.
Yeah.
Okay? If you want the best stuff, if you want the surplus, when you open up my refrigerator, all you see is vegetables and fruits. That's all you can see in there.
Yeah.
The left side is completely filled with cut fruits, vegetables. I want my kids, my children, not for me. I want my kids to look up and see apples and oranges and kale as a good thing, not as a bad thing, right? So when they see it, I want fruit to go bad. You know, I want to have enough to where it's like, oh, the bananas went bad. Let's get some more. So the point is, it's not about the money, dude. I don't want the money. I want the choices, and everybody should have that.
Yeah.
And I do want the good vegetables. Right?
Definitely tastes better. Alright, what do you think people need to hear right now? And I know it's a very general, broad question, depends on what their goals are, but if there's one thing that you would say that's going to light a fire in people's belly, what would that be?
That you can do more. You can do more. More is a good thing. Just enough is failure. Just enough is a failing formula. It just doesn't work, you know, and I grew up on just enough. And I grew up, I had a business that had just enough, and it failed. I had a real estate business that had just enough, and then I'll tell you a great story. I'm 47, 48 years old. My real estate was with a bank that the bank busted. Okay? Now, who goes into business and thinks the bank I borrowed the money for is going to break?
Right.
The bank I was doing business with was just enough. And when the economy rolled over, when that bank fell, it pulled me with it. So it's like all of a sudden the ship sank, you're in it, and you get sucked under, right? So it put me at risk. So the point is, you know, don't go for just enough. Not just enough fuel in your car, not just enough clothes in your bag.
Yeah.
You guys ever been there? Oh, I didn't bring the right blouse. I didn't bring the right dress, right? I should have bought that one extra pair of shoes.
This morning.
Right? So just enough is a failing formula. More is the solution.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For every area of your life, and I'm not talking about finances. You know, I'm talking about how much attention do I pay my wife and my kids.
Right.
More is better than less.
Well, that's what I love about the 10X philosophy. To me, it just applies across the board, right? To everything.
Yeah.
And just asking for what you want, but actually not going, oh, okay, I'm only going to take like exactly what I want,
Right.
and just have, just be happy, whatever that means, but actually aspire to the end of the vision.
Totally.
Awesome.
Totally. Well, totally respect your time.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely
You guys are
amazing
awesome.
being
I
here.
appreciate your time.
Yeah, no, you've shared so much, and I know this honestly will just blow up back in
We're
Australia.
blasting it out all over the
Good,
place.
good.
Yeah.
And again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it'll be amazing. So thank you so much for everything you've shared. It's been
You're
so
awesome.
endlessly
You're awesome.
fun.
Appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
so
Thank you
much.
so much.
We got like a very civilized handshake, right?
Great.
Got the
Freaking sharing this freaking skirt.
I'm gonna wear a skirt next time.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
we covered sex, we covered lies, we covered
Where's
chocolate.
the chocolate? Where's the
right?
chocolate?
Well, I get you some chocolate. I get you some chocolate. We covered it all, right? We covered money.
Yeah,
We covered it
we
all.
covered money, sex, chocolate, lies, money again, and we covered take freaking
I'll
action.
give you guys a bunch of these to
RD.
go back with so you can
Awesome.
kind of
I would
spread
love
them around.
that.
Be great.
Thank you again, and it was an absolute honor to be here in the studio as well,
Yeah,
and to
so
actually
cool.
see what you do behind the
Yeah.
scenes a little bit, and just thank you so much for your time
Awesome.
and your
Thank you
attention.
guys. Thank you.
Legend.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
awesome.
Awesome, guys.
That was super fun.
It was.
We really appreciate